You slept, but your mind didn't. It kept running, thinking about where they are, what they're doing, who they're with, and whether they're okay. Maybe you checked your phone one more time before closing your eyes, hoping for a message, some sign that everything is fine. And even now, as this day begins, that quiet worry is still sitting in your chest, like something you can't fully put down. Part of you feels responsible, like if you think about them enough, if you anticipate enough, if you worry just a little more, somehow you can keep them safe. Because loving someone deeply often comes with this quiet pressure, this belief that you should be able to protect them from everything. But here's the truth. Your worry feels active, but it isn't protective. It doesn't reach them. It doesn't stand beside them in that meeting, or sit next to them in that classroom, or ride with them on that road. It just stays inside you, slowly draining your peace while giving you the illusion that you're doing something meaningful. And that's exhausting, because you were never meant to carry that level of control. Not over another person's choices, not over every possible outcome, not over things that haven't even happened yet, but still live in your mind like they already have. Maybe you've been thinking, if I don't stay alert, something might go wrong. If I stop worrying, I'm being careless. But what if your constant tension isn't protecting them? It's just keeping you from experiencing peace with them? What if the very thing you're using to feel and control is actually the thing stealing your ability to be present, to enjoy them, to breathe around them without fear, sitting in the background? You care deeply. That's not the problem. But carrying them in fear was never your role. There was another way to cover them, a way that doesn't drain you, a way that actually reaches them, even when you can't, and we're going to step into that together. You don't have to stop caring, but you can change how you carry that care, because there's a difference between holding someone in your anxiety and holding them in prayer. One keeps everything inside your limited reach. The other places them into something far greater than you. And maybe no one ever really showed you how to make that shift. So you stayed in what felt natural, even if it kept exhausting you. Intercession is simple. It's choosing to stand in the gap, not with fear, but with faith. It's that quiet moment where you say, I can't be there, but God, you can. And that changes everything, because now you're not trying to control outcomes. You're inviting covering. You're not replaying worst-case scenarios. You're speaking protection, favor, and alignment over their life, even before anything unfolds. And something in you begins to soften, not because you suddenly don't care, but because you're no longer carrying it alone. This is where peace starts to return. Not when everything is guaranteed to go perfectly, but when you realize you don't have to be the one holding it all together. God is already present where they are, right now, in places you can't see, in conversations you'll never hear, in decisions that haven't even been made yet. He is there, ahead of them, and intercession is simply you aligning with that truth. So instead of saying, I hope nothing goes wrong today, you begin to say, God, go before them, cover what I cannot see, protect what I cannot reach. And that's not passive, that's powerful. Because prayer isn't a last resort. It's the most direct connection you have to their protection, their direction, and their future. Before we go any further, I want you to pause for a second. Who is the one person you've been carrying the most worry for lately? Don't overthink it. Just say their name out loud. Now hold that name gently in your heart. Because in the next moment, we're not going to carry them in fear anymore. We're going to cover them differently. Just breathe. Let your shoulders drop a little. You don't have to rush this moment. You don't have to perform anything perfectly. You're simply going to bring them gently into God's care. And you can whisper this, or just follow along quietly in your mind. God, I bring this person to you right now. You know exactly where they are, what they're doing, and everything they will face today. I don't have to explain it all, because you already see what I can't, and right now, I release my grip. I ask for your covering over their physical life, over every place their feet will go, every road they will travel, every space they will step into today. Surround them with protection. Send your angels ahead of them, beside them, behind them. Guard their movements in ways I could never manage. Block what I don't even know to be afraid of, and quietly redirect anything that could bring harm. Let there be safety in their commute. Whether they're driving, walking, sitting in a car, or moving through a crowded place, be their shield in every unseen moment where things could shift in an instant. Protect their body from sickness they didn't expect, from accidents they didn't cause, from harm that never even gets close because you intercepted it before it formed. Let them move through this day, covered, even in ordinary moments. Answering a message, crossing a street, sitting in a room. Be present in ways they may not even notice, but that completely change the outcome. God, I trust you with what I cannot control. I trust you in the seconds I won't see, in the decisions I won't be part of, in the environments I can influence. Because your protection doesn't depend on my awareness, it doesn't weaken when I'm not there. It is constant, steady, and unshakable. So today, I choose to send them out, not covered in my fear, but covered in your peace. Now, gently say this in your own voice. I release you into God's protection. Again, I release you into God's protection. Let that settle inside you, because something is already shifting, not outside first, but within you. And from this place, we're going to go even deeper. Stay here for a moment. You've placed their physical safety in God's hands. Now we gently move deeper into what can't be seen as easily, because sometimes the greatest battles aren't around them. They're within them. God, I lift up their mind to you. Every thought they will think today, every emotion that will pass through them, every internal conversation no one else hears. You see it all. And I ask that you guard their mind with peace. Where anxiety tries to rise, slow it down. Where fear begins to whisper, quiet it. Where pressure builds, meet them with calm that doesn't even make sense, but somehow steadies everything inside. Protects what they believe about themselves. From lies that say they're not enough. From voices that try to shape their identity in ways that pull them away from truth. From quiet comparisons that drain their confidence and leave them feeling behind. Cover their heart, from words that wound deeper than expected. From moments of rejection, from disappointment that lingers longer than it should, and even in those moments. Don't just shield them. Meet them there. Remind them, gently, that they are not alone in what they're feeling. God, guard their environment. The conversations they step into, the people they interact with, the influences that try to shape their direction. Remove what isn't aligned. Block connections that would lead them into confusion. Disconnect them from spaces that quietly pull them away from peace, and instead, surround them with people who bring clarity, encouragement, and truth. Let their mind feel clear today, not overwhelmed, not crowded. Not pulled in 10 different directions at once. Give them moments of stillness, even in the middle of a busy day. And when thoughts try to spiral, interrupt that pattern with something steady, something grounding, something that brings them back into alignment. God, protect their spirit from heaviness they can't explain, from discouragement that shows up without warning. From that quiet weight that sometimes makes everything feel harder than it should. Lift that off them. Replace it with lightness, with quiet strength, with a sense that they are being carried even when they don't have the words for it. Now, gently speak this. Their mind is covered. Their heart is guarded. Their spirit is held. Again, their mind is covered. Their heart is guarded. Their spirit is held. You're not just hoping for the best anymore. You're covering the places where you could never reach. And from here, we move into something even more powerful. There's one more layer. Because protection isn't just about what is avoided. It's also about what is intentionally placed in their path. God, I ask that you go before them today, not just to guard them, but to guide them. Arrange the moments they step into, the people they cross paths with, the conversations that seem ordinary but carry something meaningful. Bring the right people into their day, the kind that speak life without trying too hard. The kind that offer wisdom at the exact moment it's needed. The kind that quietly shift their direction in ways that lead to something better. Remove the wrong voices, the ones that confuse, the ones that distract, the ones that look harmless at first but slowly pull them out of alignment. Replace those with clarity. Let there be divine timing in their steps, even delays, even changes of plan, even small interruptions. Let all of it work together in ways they may not understand right now, but will later recognize as protection and favor. God, open the right doors, the ones that lead to growth, to opportunity, to the next step they didn't even know how to reach, and gently close the doors that would have led them somewhere heavy, somewhere draining, somewhere misaligned. Let them feel guided today. Not lost, not guessing, not second-guessing every move, but steady, like something unseen is quietly leading them, one step at a time, into the right place, at the right moment. God, place mentors in their path, people who see what's in them, who speak into their future, who help shape them with care instead of pressure, and let even small interactions carry weight. A sentence, a look, a moment of encouragement. Let it land deeper than expected and stay with them longer than they realize. Now, softly say this, they are walking into the right moments today. Again, they are walking into the right moments today. You're not just asking for protection anymore. You're calling in alignment, open doors, and quiet miracles that unfold throughout their day. And now, we come to the part that feels the hardest, but changes everything. This part is not easy, because even after you've prayed, there's still that part of you that wants to hold on. Just a little tighter, that part that says, what if something still goes wrong? That part that quietly reaches back for control, even after you've tried to let go. And that doesn't make you weak. It means you love deeply. But love was never meant to feel like constant tension. So right here, gently, we're going to release them. God, I've placed them in your hands. But now I choose to leave them there. Not just in words, but in trust. Because you love them more than I do. You see what I cannot see. You understand what I cannot understand. And you are present in every moment I will never be part of. So I let go of the need to predict everything, of the pressure to prevent everything, of the fear that something will slip through if I'm not paying attention. I release that, and I place them, fully, back into your care. Hold them in ways I cannot. Be close to them in moments they don't even realize they need you. Whisper direction when they feel unsure. Steady them when something feels off, and cover them even when they forget to ask. God, I trust your timing. Even when I don't understand what's happening. Even when things don't go the way I expected. Even when there are moments that stretch my faith more than I'm comfortable with. I trust that you are still good, still present, still working. And I release the outcome, not because it doesn't matter, but because I know it matters more to you than it ever could to me. Now, slowly say this: I trust God with what I cannot control. Again, I trust God with what I cannot control. Let that sink in, because this is where something shifts, not just around them, but inside you. The tightness begins to loosen, the constant scanning begins to quiet, and in its place, something steadier begins to form: peace, not because you have all the answers, but because you are no longer carrying it all alone. And from here, we step into something lighter, something renewed. Stay in this feeling just a moment longer. Notice what's different. Maybe it's subtle. Maybe the thoughts aren't as loud. Maybe your body feels a little less tense than it did before. Nothing around you has changed yet, but something within you has started to settle. That matters. Because peace doesn't always arrive all at once. Sometimes it comes quietly, in layers, as you release what was never yours to carry. And right now, you've done something powerful. You didn't ignore your fear. You didn't pretend everything is fine. You brought it somewhere safe, and you let it be held. And because of that, you can move through this day differently. Not constantly checking, not bracing for something to go wrong, not carrying that background weight in every moment, but lighter, more present, more at peace with the people you love, instead of quietly fearing for them. God is with them, even now, and God is with you. In this quiet moment, in this breath, in this new space you've created inside your heart. Now, let this be your declaration for today. I choose peace over fear. My loved ones are covered. God is already there. Say it again, slowly. I choose peace over fear. My loved ones are covered. God is already there. Hold on to that. Carry it gently with you today. When the thoughts try to come back, when the urge to worry rises again, return here. Return to this truth. Because something is shifting, not by force, not all at once, but steadily, quietly, deeply. And you're not alone in it. If this moment helped you, stay connected. Come back to this space whenever you need to reset, to breathe, to cover your family in peace again. And if you feel led, subscribe so you don't have to carry these moments by yourself. You're allowed to feel calm again. You're allowed to trust again. And today, you begin from that place,